What if I told you that the most insane, unbelievable creature sightings weren't hidden in some blurry photo, but were broadcast live to millions of people? We're not talking about grainy pictures from 100 years ago. We're talking about live news reports stadium, webcams, local traffic feed capturing things that just shouldn't exist. These moments broke the internet and left news anchors completely speechless. Today, we are going to count down the 16 most shocking creature sightings accidentally caught on camera and broadcast worldwide. Deepest, darkest lakes, skies above packed stadiums. These clips will make you question everything. We have gathered the original footage, the eyewitness reactions, and the expert analysis for each one of these insane events. Some of these clips have been debated for years, while others are so new they're still sending shockwaves across the globe. You are about to see things that TV networks never intended to show you, things that defy explanation and will probably keep you up at night. So, buckle up, because this is going to be an absolute roller coaster. Make sure you watch until the very end, because the last clip on our list is so terrifying, it caused a town-wide panic. We're starting this incredible journey in the misty waters of Scotland with a legend that refuses to die. This is 16 creature sightings TV didn't expect. Let's go. Imagine this. You're a news reporter, doing a routine live broadcast from the shores of Loch Ness. It's a calm, overcast day, you're talking about local tourism, maybe cracking a joke about the famous monster. Suddenly, behind you, the water begins to churn. The cameraman, thinking it's just a boat, zooms in, but it's not a boat. The crew goes silent. On live television, for everyone at home to see, a long, dark shape breaks the surface. It's not just a ripple, it's a distinct hump, followed by another, moving with a purpose that defies any known animal in this lake. The reporter is stunned, fumbling for words as they turn to look. Genuine shock on their face. This isn't a planned stunt. This is chaos unfolding in real time. Eyewitnesses are pointing, shouting, voices picked up by the mic. The shape is there for a solid 30 seconds, an eternity on live TV. Then it submerges with a final, powerful splash, leaving behind widening ripples and 1,000 unanswered questions. The news station's phone lines immediately light up. The internet explodes. The footage is analyzed for weeks. Skeptics claim it was a log, a wave, a group of otters. But those who saw it live are adamant they witnessed something else, something ancient and powerful. The uncertainty is what makes it terrifying. It wasn't a blurry photo from the 1930s. It was a clear high-definition broadcast that put the legendary Nessie right into people's living rooms, forcing everyone to ask, what really lives in the depths of that loch? We're heading out to the frigid waters of the North Atlantic, off the coast of Newfoundland. A local news helicopter spots something bizarre. Unusual turbulence in a single patch of water. The camera zooms in, and the waves are being thrashed from below by a massive, serpentine form. You can see a long, undulating body, dozens of feet in length, far too fluid for a whale or a shark. It's dark, near black, with humps rising and falling. The helicopter circles, trying to keep it in frame. For a moment, a head-like shape lifts, almost reptilian, before it dives and vanishes into the murk. Biologists suggest a giant oarfish, a line of dolphins or debris with tricky light. Fishermen aren't convinced. They speak of old legends, sea serpents once dismissed as tales. The fear in the community is real, despite cautious dismissal. The scene is a late-night traffic report over a major bridge. The chopper's spotlight scans the structure. Sudden electronic glitches hit the feed. For a split second, the red lights illuminate something perched there. The anchor asks what's happening. As the feed clears, there it is, a tall humanoid with enormous wings. Two glowing red eyes stare into the lens. With a powerful downbeat, it leaps and vanishes. The control room is in chaos. In days that followed, tragic events were linked to the bridge. Many believed it was Mothman. Skeptics said owl, or even a drone. But those eyes. We're deep in the Pacific Northwest. A conservation group has a 24/7 trail cam. Months of deer, bears, the occasional hiker, then subscribers notice something strange. Slow, deliberate movement, dismissed as a bear, until it steps from behind a massive redwood. This is no bear. Unmistakably bipedal, with a distinct, powerful gait, over 7 feet tall, broad shoulders, long swinging arms. The low-light camera renders a hulking mass. For nearly a minute it moves parallel, never fully revealing itself. The chat explodes. Believers point to the paddy walk, the size, the way it moves through dense undergrowth. Skeptics cry hoax, but the remote location and scale make that hard for many to swallow. A tantalizing, terrifying glimpse of what might be sharing the woods with us. This next one comes from a ranch in rural Texas, where a farmer set up security cams after losing goats. He live-streamed the feed to a private group. More eyes on the problem. One night, the livestock panic, then a shape darts into frame. It's fast, incredibly fast. Not a coyote or a dog. Low to the ground, hairless with a pronounced spinal ridge and strong hind legs. It pauses, large glowing eyes, a mouth of oversized fangs, then lunges off-screen. The attack is brutal and swift. It detaches and scurries into darkness. Biologists suggest a mangy coyote or diseased hairless dog, but the clip screams chupacabra. A bustling harbor at night, public CCTV rolls over calm moorings. A long thick limb rises from the dark, not rope, not debris, a tentacle with massive suction cups. It moves with purpose, wrapping a several-ton boat. The whole creek's under pressure, a chaotic swirl under the surface, what appears to be other limbs, a silent, powerful struggle. Footage discovered next morning goes viral. Marine biologists are floored. Giant squids live deep, almost never in shallow harbors, let alone interacting with boats like this. Prevailing theory, sick or disoriented. Still, a terrifying reminder of colossal, alien-like beings from the deep. We're on a deep-sea trawler. The crew hauls a massive net, winches strain under incredible weight, steel cables vibrate to the limit, then the water begins to boil around the net, enormous dark shapes move beneath, colossal tentacles tear at the net, the trawler lurches violently, alarms blare. The captain orders the net cut. With a deafening snap the load releases, instantly dragged into the depths, no creature clearly identified, but the scale and violence on live streams sparked immediate Kraken comparisons. Less myth, more real-life monster. Making an unexpected house call. A creature lunges from a rock crevice right in front of the webcam. Viewers are stunned. Pinkish gray, long flattened snout, and jaws with needle-like teeth that protrude unnervingly, far. It snaps at a passing fish, jaw mechanism on full display, then retreats into shadow. Forums flood with screenshots. Experts quickly identify it as a goblin shark, prehistoric-looking and nightmare fuel. Deep-sea species, thousands of feet down, seen hunting near shore in daylight, exceptionally rare and chilling. Picture this, you're watching the late-night news. Serious story, tight shot on the anchor. Through a large window something moves. It's subtle. Blink and you miss it. A pale, semi-translucent figure glides past, tall, thin, flowing rather than walking, then disappears behind a pillar. The anchor continues, unaware. The station's phones explode. Social media calls it a ghost. They replay in slow-mo. Explanations, reflections, smoke, a distorted passerby. But believers aren't satisfied with any of it. A massive stadium during a championship game, broadcast nationwide. The roar changes to a collective gasp. Producers cue the sky cam upward. Hovering above, not a helicopter, not a plane, not the blimp. Its shape is bizarre, almost biological. Strange appendages shift. No sound, no visible propulsion. It hangs motionless. The network zooms as far as possible. On-field interviews show a mix of excitement and fear. One fan says, "It felt like it was watching us." After minutes of silence, it accelerates impossibly and vanishes. It overshadows the game, trending worldwide. Was it an advanced drone, secret military craft, or something not from this world at all? A remote weather station in northern Canada, days of snow and wind. During a fierce whiteout, a figure emerges. A gray smudge becomes horrifyingly clear. Incredibly tall and emaciated, long, spindly limbs move with a jerky, unnatural gait, skin stretched over bone. Where a head should be, skull-like, possibly antlers, details obscured by snow. It turns toward the camera, then disappears into the storm. Archived footage terrifies viewers, compared to the Wendigo of Algonquian folklore. Modern takes suggest a starving, diseased animal, or even a hypothermic person. Either way, deeply disturbing. a ranch bordering Navajo Nation territory. The motion sensor triggers. At first, a coyote or deer, then the movements go wrong. Limbs bend at impossible angles, the form shifts between canine and humanoid. It rises disturbingly on hind legs, then lets out a human-like cry, drops to all fours and vanishes at unnatural speed. Handled with extreme cultural sensitivity, the legend is not taken lightly. Rarely aired on mainstream channels, but it circulates online. Whether hoax, diseased animal, or something more mysterious, the clip is unforgettable. A wilderness livestream in Tasmania, months of wallabies and wombats, until one night, a canine silhouette with a stiff gait. As it turns, clear stripes across lower back and tail. The defining thylacine feature, only about 4 seconds on camera, but enough to ignite a global debate. If real, a monumental discovery. Skeptics argue feral dog or mangy fox. Believers call it proof, a ghost from the past in the present, a state traffic cam in the Pine Barrens, empty road under sodium lights. A dark shape flashes across frame. In slow motion, low to the ground, leathery wings, horse-like head, slender body, cloven hooves. The clip goes viral, local news picks it up, the legend surges. Skeptics say deer or a low-flying bird. For locals raised on the tail, that fleeting shadow was the real deal. Bizarre, and take with a huge grain of salt. A tourist live streams as a crowd gathers around a washed-up specimen. The phone reveals what looks like a desiccated creature, upper body humanoid, primate, tail like a fish. Grotesque and shocking. Remember the 19th century Fiji mermaid, Barnum's hoax stitching a monkey torso to a fishtail? This modern clip is almost certainly similar, prop or art. Still, the raw crowd reaction helped it go wildly viral. Our final clip is genuinely terrifying and caused real-world panic. The only sound is the wind, until a long guttural howl cuts through. Part wolf, part human scream. A figure darts from an alley, running on 2 legs, hunched, loping, covered in dark fur, with a canine-like muzzle. It's tall, blitzes across the street with terrifying speed, and vanishes into shadow in seconds. Leaked after authorities reviewed it, the footage sparked town-wide fear. People refuse to go out after dark. Skeptics call it a prankster in a great costume. Others cite the speed and blood-curdling howl as hard to fake. One of the most convincing, frightening werewolf clips ever. A fleeting nightmare on a forgotten town camera. From the depths of Loch Ness to a quiet suburban street, we've just witnessed 16 moments that should not have been possible. These weren't just stories, they were live events, news broadcasts, webcams, and security feeds. They marked the line where our documented world collides with ancient mysteries that refuse to fade. Each clip, whether a plausible goblin shark or a terrifying wendigo, pushes our boundaries. Scientists will seek rational causes, tricks of light, mistaken identity, or hoax, but the power lies in the ambiguity. They leave just enough doubt, just enough space for the monster to be real. Even in an age of constant surveillance, there are still shadows where unbelievable things can hide. So, what do you think? Which clip shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next time a camera is rolling when something impossible happens, we'll be there to break it down. Thank you for watching, and whatever you do, keep your eyes open. You never know what you might see.